Welcome back to Milton Daily Homes. It's Chuck here, and if my hair is a little messed up, I was just outside. It was really windy, but you don't come here to see my hair. You come here to see the homes, and we're doing the free government money seminar today. We're going to meet a lot of great people. We had some great people come into the office on the weekend and go on a bit of a tour, and we just walk through everything step by step with them. So let's get right to the first one on the list of 19 properties. It's 651 Farmstead, number 23, and you can see how there's a table just off to the side, then the kitchen, and then it's all open concept. I still don't like it very much. I find it's hard to position furniture on this model, and then there's another model that has a kitchen that just doesn't flow at all. I really don't like the way that the builder made these ones. There's a little condo fee attached to them, so they're a little more expensive than even the purchase price, and it's just not a bit. It says that you don't have to pay your fees until 2013. To me, it doesn't matter. It's still part of owning this place, and I'm just not a big fan of it. So Sherwood is at $369,878, and saw this one on the weekend. I think it's the lowest price semi in town right now, and wonderful upgrades in the home. Okay, so the kitchen, a little bit more basic. The problem that I have is that the kitchen, there's an eat-in area, but it's very small, so it doesn't lend itself very well to having even a four-person table would be pretty tight in there unless you get those real small IKEA ones. And I think about people with kids, even a high chair would just totally blow that area out of the water. And but it just opens right up to this family room. Upstairs, they've done a full reno in this bathroom, countertops, the shower. It's beautiful. Okay, so there's a good walk-in closet, nice size rooms upstairs, and they've also done a finished basement, and it's all been done very, very well. So the yard's pretty good. It's 100 feet deep. Bit of interlock in the front. So these guys are going to do well. It's just finding someone who can live with that main floor as it is. Besides that, very, very nice. Everything is done tastefully and done well, and it's clean. It's ready to move in. So Hutchinson is at $378,900. Another semi-detached, 1,380 square feet. Probably just a touch bigger than the previous one, but no finished basement. Okay, so there's the hardwood floors. It's nice inside. They've upgraded the light fixtures. Bedrooms upstairs are okay, although there's one small one on a diagonal right here. And that's what it is. Standard sized lot, quiet street. There's a couple parks close by. Splash pad just down the road. And May 28th is the possession on that one. Hutchinson is at $389,000. And so another one, just a couple doors down actually. And it's right on the bend of Hutchinson. So a huge lot, 138 feet deep at one point. Not blow your mind awesome inside. It's got some okay features. Like the wainscoting and stuff in this room, but that's your win right there. And this one's about 150 square feet bigger than the previous one too. So for the same price, I could see how both of them are going to sell. They both come with a different set of features and benefits. That yard is magnificent though. Okay, so I wouldn't be surprised if this one went over asking price with that lot. Houston is at $403,900. Semi-detached, and so it's got this, I think it's a little weird how there's these posts and they're not lined up, they're not symmetrical or anything like that. It's extremely open. I mean, the whole main floor, those are really your supports right there. I think it would be a little challenging to arrange furniture, but if you do like things open, I'm not a big fan of the posts, just personal preference. Whatever. But I think upstairs you're talking about it's a little bit bigger, $403,900. It's got a finished basement there, and hopefully that'll add some value to the house too. It really depends on how big it is and personal preference on layout there. So Wixon 422, we're talking about. I think this is probably the first time I've ever seen this where he says. The agent says, or she says, more than 1,800. It's 1,860. Most of the time, they're highballing it, saying, "Oh, it's almost 2,000 square feet when it's 1,860." So they've actually quoted it a little bit less than what it is. Nice looking kitchen here. The appliances are good. Something I don't know what those posts lead to. It's like Jack and the Beanstalk, and a tree. It looks like it's coming right out of the crib. But yeah, everything looks good. It looks like it's been decorated well. And the floor plan's good too. There's 4 bedrooms plus a laundry upstairs. McQuaig is at $444,900. And then you look at that and you go, wow, double car garage for that price. It's only a 3-bedroom. May 28th is the closing they're looking for. And so you've got this one room here and then just the kitchen. Now it looks like you could have 2 rooms upstairs, hard to tell. Special Agent Oso is on the TV.
And with help from you, there's nothing he can't do.
He's also special. If you have kids, you know what I'm talking about. Pot lights, looks good. You know, everything looks good. There's a built-in aquarium. This home, to me, would be a good deal without the finished basement. With it, it's very impressive. Okay, so I have a feeling what's going on here is there's just that one room, and it says there's a dining room in the description, but I don't know if that's going to be the case, because with a double car garage on a 36-foot lot, everything happens past the double car garage. Okay, so you can see what I mean here. Kitchen plus great room and dining. And yeah, it says combined with great room. So you're basically getting kitchen plus one room there. So your eat-in is you don't have a dining room really. Okay, so I think it's a good deal for a double garage with the finished basement. Someone's going to make it work. That 3rd bedroom is only 8.86 by 8.92. So that's a tough one. So I have a feeling this one's going to sell quick just because of the price range. It will be a particular layout that may not appeal to everybody. Roper is a little bit higher than that. I mean, the main thing with Roper, I had a question on the weekend about this home, like why isn't it sold? And it's mostly just because of the location. Is you're going to hear the highway. It's very close to the on-ramp and the James Snow Parkway and everything else. We're talking about over 2,000 square feet. We're talking about 3 bedrooms here, and the finishes are not bad at all. You've got a little bit more of an open layout. The light fixtures have been upgraded. I don't have a problem with the price. I think that this home, if it wasn't in that location, would probably be up $470, $480. They've taken the hit for location, I think, into consideration, and I'd be surprised if this one doesn't sell soon. Victoria, another one I'm surprised at. I have a feeling there's more than meets the eye to this one. On paper, though, we're talking about a massive, almost a 250-foot deep lot. We're talking about a good-looking home, probably not huge, but a renovated main floor, pot lights into like a wood ceiling. The kitchen looks like it's had some work done. I mean, to me, everything looks good. I mean, when you're talking about getting semis for $420, and you look at something like this at $480, I don't know, it's looking pretty good to me. But anyhow, they've just relisted that. Same price as what they had it listed for before, but they've just started the days on the market back at 0. Here's another good deal here, this one on Jelinek. So it's a 3-bedroom, $499, and love the look of the fact that there's really nothing around it. It looks like a pie-shaped lot, and you've got the main room open up to the kitchen. So we may find the same kind of thing we talked about with McQuaig, where it's just kind of one room there, and that's fine. You got a loft upstairs plus the 3 other rooms, and look at that lot, wonderful stuff. And is there going to be green space behind? I don't know. It's hard to tell. There's some parts of Jelinek that are on the green space, and some that are not. I like this one though. $50,000 spent on upgrades. I don't know if I see that in the pictures. Nice though. Okay, Potts Terrace, $549. 2572 square feet. It's a Glenwood model. I mentioned this one before in the video. I'm not thrilled with the upgrades here. I mean, it seems a little bit basic, but you know, these models, they do float. I mean, I think these guys are in shooting range for sure. Another one on Jelinek, $549. $549, and you get a single garage, and you've seen all the value you can get with a double garage. So 2173 square feet. But it's just not playing in the right field. It should not, you know, the first number should probably start with a 4. Bunch of crap on the counters and no appliances. Like, this is just, there's no way this is happening. I try and be nice in the videos. If there's any chance, if there's any positives, I really try and highlight them. But these guys just are not, it's just gonna sit there. I know. Okay, so anyways, the MacGuffin Gate. Even look, for $30,000 more, you get a 2,600 square foot home with an extra garage space and a finished basement. Not in the right range. Okay, so good looking street here. Very classic floor plan. It's a Lyndhurst, and I forget the old name for it, but it's got a kitchen island here. The drapes are maybe a little bit heavy. I don't know if they're really adding a lot, but easy to fix. And so finished basement, if you check the virtual tour, you're going to see that. This one looks like it's priced pretty well. June 1st is the possession date. Rego Crossing 584.9. We're looking at a wood lily, which is it's got a nice floor plan. It's basically living dining that are side by side. So for kids' playrooms, if you don't need your living room, you can put a piano in there. It can really lend itself to some neat ways of using those rooms, home offices, and a big kitchen. It looks like they've upgraded the counters here. And we've seen wood lilies sell well up into the fives. So based on those sales, these guys probably aren't that far off. And it says it has 5 washrooms. I don't believe that that's the case. Usually there's 2 full upstairs and then you've got a powder room downstairs. London 609, we're talking about a Livingston model, and what's great about this one is it's I think it's about 3,300 square feet. It's got a loft on the 3rd floor. There's no photos yet in this one, but this floor plan to me is one of my favorites. Very, very impressive, and that 3rd level loft, it's like having a finished basement on the top of your house. Lots of light. You can use it as a home office. Good stuff. Okay, Tennelly Lane is at 629. And this is actually the same model as the MacGuffin one at 2,700 square feet. I don't know if the photos are really doing a lot for this home. It looks a little bit dark. It's hard to see some of the upgrades. Very, very heavy furniture in this one. I don't know if they're really going to compete well. When you're talking about a home that's $50,000 less with a finished basement, it's going to be tough. Okay, Holland Rake is at 719, and it looks like a Westmoreland model. And so it's got a separate living dining. It's got a butler's pantry on the main floor. There's your kitchen, and you can see that they've upgraded the counters with an undermounted sink. Very impressive looking fridge, like a Sub-Zero style fridge. It looks like a bit of a peak ceiling here. So it's the smaller Westmoreland, I think 34 something square feet. Main floor office, and then you've got the bedrooms upstairs. And this one only has 2 full bathrooms upstairs. There's some elevations that have the 3rd full bathroom. Looks like good windows off the back end, and it looks like there's some element of green space that's happening here as well. So definitely check this one out. It's nice. I think there's a lot of good features here. Overlooks the ravine, and one of these just sold that wasn't as upgraded as this one, right in the high 690s. So I think these guys are choosing the right range. 15th Side Road is at 899. 10 acres. We don't have pictures on the inside. It looks like a wood exterior. Beyond there, it's 2,500 to 3,000 square feet. Looks like a 2,400 square foot shop, so almost as big as the house. It looks like there's a separate shop, roll-up door, all this kind of stuff. So who knows? Maybe. I mean, it's one of those ones you should definitely pay attention to if you're looking at maybe a home-based business or you like working with wood or anything like that. Wellington is at 1.545, and we're looking at over 10 acres. I have to do the math on it. Probably closer to 20 acres if you look at the measurements. Beautiful. It's all renovated. I think what they probably did is they took the old, like an old schoolhouse, and it looks like they just put an addition on and changed some things around and renovated and all the rest of it. Very, very character-filled house. I love the larger windows here. You got to go see homes like this. Go check the virtual tour. I mean, it's one of those unique, different, and interesting homes. It's got a detached double-car garage. I love the fact that they've done the insulation in the attic, the plumbing, the wiring. It looks like it's all been done. So anyhow, that's a bit of a treat, that one there. Have any questions, give us a call. And if you're coming to the seminar tonight, you're going to have a great time. Okay, see you tomorrow.